So I was walking past the TV screen the other day and I saw one of the news headlines, which I choose consciously not to do, actually. Don't buy into the media and what's being said as and presented as a reality. But this headline caught my attention because I actually laughed out loud when I read, "Today we're going to hear from a coronavirus survivor." And I thought, what are we, on the Titanic? Is this like the survivor of the disaster? So basically it got me thinking again what I spoke about in another video. That's all about fear, right? So there's a lot of fear being instilled in people at the moment, but we always have a choice whether we want to engage in that fear or kind of step back and take a look at what's really going on here. You're hearing stories about people who are not wearing masks and getting spat on or shouted at. And then you're hearing about people who do wear masks around the world and are getting beaten up because they're the carriers of the virus, or if they come from the country where the virus originated. And there's a lot of hatred around, and you wonder whether that's the hatred that was already, or prejudices, if the word hatred is too strong, were already in them, or if this has just been accentuated by the fear. But either way, it's that fear, ironically, which is depleting your body and making things worse. So if you think that you're being all, healthy by being in fear and pushing down your really strong opinions and your strong views right now, what's actually happening to your body, and I'm no doctor, but I do know this, what's happening to your body right now is that you are in fear mode. And that is kind of good. I'm not saying fear is a bad thing. Fear is actually a good thing. We need fear to be able to keep ourselves safe in danger, for example. So when you are in the fear mode constantly, whether that is conscious or subconscious, you are in the right side of your nervous system. And when you're in the right side of your nervous system, which is your fight, flight, freeze response to the body, that is putting pressure on your adrenal glands. That is depleting and weakening your white blood cells, all of which you need to be able to fight viruses. So your cortisol levels are diminishing, actually, when you're constantly in fight, flight, freeze. And you need that cortisol to be able to fight real infections and inflammation and exactly what you might need to fight the disease happening right now. So there's a huge irony. It's a bit like the irony of having, face masks tried to be banned in Hong Kong a couple of months ago. Fast forward a couple of months and you don't see almost one person without a face mask in Hong Kong, barring a few of us, obviously. So this got me thinking about how we always have a choice, actually. We always have a choice that whether we want to engage and respond in a certain way. But sometimes we get sucked in, so it's always good to take a step back and discern, is what you're reading on social media right? Is what you're listening to correct, I'm going to take this fear card as an example. I'm not sure if it's going to come back around the right way, but this is no news anyway. It's like fear, you can either forget everything and run, or you can face everything and rise, okay? This is a choice. If you have enough time and you create space between you and the emotion, you will see that you have a choice in the middle there. And with that choice, you can perhaps even ask yourself a question. Do I want to engage in all of this? Do I need to engage in all of this? Or, what can I do better with my time than kind of buy into all of this and get sucked in? So that's just a little tip for today, which I hope you think is really useful, because it does help me a lot of the time to keep things real and keep in balance. Have a great day.